Go. Sports have managed to do it and take us to a second in a rather convincing fashion, at least in the first half. It did look like Liquid were putting up quite the resilient effort on their T side, but still, to talk about it and to break it down, the brains behind this brigade, we do have Chad Sponge Birchall and Jacob Pimp Vinegar. Gents, this was not necessarily what we expected. We painted Liquid to be the favorites. We said that Mouse, especially with the fact that they've just reintegrated Sticko back into the roster, was going to take some time. Evidently not the case, at least not in the case of Mirage.
No, I think mousesports played a really great game overall. I think especially the T side obviously was super well played by them. I think Liquid, what makes them good on their CT side on Mirage is the fact they're able to do a lot of pushes, a lot of aggressive plays, and mousesports just shut them down completely. Whenever Elish or Twist tried to be aggressive on A, they shut it down. Whenever Taco tried to be aggressive on B, they got shut down. It was just a very well-rounded, basic strat line coming out from mousesports, being able to shut down all the aggressiveness from Liquid. And when they don't have that, they don't really have anything to fall back on. As ever, when they were sitting defensive, I didn't really, find and fancy Team Liquid playing like that.
Well, that's when it becomes all about utility, right?
Sure.
You need utility to hold the choke points because they don't run those AWPs as much, and if they do, they're not as proficient and they can't really seek out the frags as the mousesports guys can. But if we're going to give props, both teams had fantastic T sides, right? Both teams were dictating, they were choosing and picking wherever they wanted to go, and there wasn't too much standing in their way. Now, with the 4 rounds that mousesports had to win on their CT side, there was the AWPs we talked about having to step up and get it done. In every single one of those 4 rounds, the AWPs had 2+ kills, right? So that's a pretty big, I guess, indication for swing in those rounds. That's the mid rounds from Oscar, either opening kills from him and Chris J, them combining to really close this one out, because Sunny is normally the guy we look to on the CT side for mousesports to destroy from that connector and jungle position. He was kept very quiet, but they got across the line in the end, and look, a win's a win. And I think I felt whoever was going to win that first map is going to take this series 2-0.
Damn, okay. And you're going to back that up? You still feeling that?
Yeah, and the reason for that is I don't want to jump too quickly towards Inferno, but ever since Sticko has rejoined, they've played Inferno the most. Right. In their most played map, they played it 10 times.
Now, I know you can call it hearsay, you can call it just hyperbole, but hyperbole, excuse me.
We always do.
I always read it hyperbole. I'm sorry, I'm just that guy. But what I wanted to say was, I can't help but feel this was the roster that was deemed one of the best, if not the best, in the world on Mirage, with Sticko in the lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if, from a human standpoint, they're like, all right, let's just go back to doing what we used to do. And there's probably a lot of camaraderie, probably like, oh, good to have you back, Sticko, I missed that flash. Nonsense like that I'm sure really did help them get across the line. I mean, you can correct me if you disagree.
For me, it was that they had too many tournaments in a stretch at the earlier part of the year that they didn't actually get to stop and refresh their map pool. You constantly need to look at the things that you're doing on the CT and the T side, your individual tendencies, the way that you call as a team, and refresh that and add new things and stay one step ahead in the meta. What happened was they were playing too many tournaments. They couldn't actually practice on the maps they were good on, and then they couldn't add new maps to the pool. So the problem wasn't the players dropping off. It was the problem was everyone was catching up and knowing what mousesports were doing. And that realization, I thought, was known. I speak to LMBT at almost every event, and he knew that, yet they still made the roster change of Snacks, setting themselves back by 3 to 4 months this year. Yeah,
no, certainly. We'll be seeing more from mousesports, of course, when they step into Inferno. We'll be seeing more from Rops right now. He's sat down, or he stood up, actually, with Trey Stunner Sorrenthus for a quick chat after map 1.
Thanks, Alex. Yes, I'm here with Rops down on the sidelines. Now, I have to ask you, man, you guys just pulled off this victory over Liquid on Mirage, but talk to me a little bit about that slower second half there. Why is it a little bit slower on that side?
We had a really close CT pistol rounds. It got pretty close to the wire. Maybe we should have won that, and then it would have been a much faster, just quick end to that. But yeah, we just had to save up and go to the gun rounds, and I think we knew what they're going to do, but they just kind of caught us off guard in like tiny bits, and they won like the retakes when they got into the sites. So yeah, we just tried to just minimize all the mistakes and save like as much guns as we can when they won the round, and I think it's the good economy in the end that got us the final rounds.
Really kind of nailed the coffin there for Liquid on Mirage. Now, if we are flipping the page, which is what we have to do here, we have to go to their map pick next, right? So we're going to Inferno. And obviously you guys were a little bit more comfortable in Mirage. Let's talk about you going into Inferno and how you guys feel there.
As a team, we feel, I mean, we've played a lot of Inferno the past few weeks, but it hasn't been going that well. We've been really slow on the CT sides and just better on the T sides. So, I mean, we are starting as a CT, so hopefully we get a good start. And if we do that, I think we'll just win it.
Just winning it as you may. I've got one last question for you here, man, and it's got to be along the lines of, as a big picture, like when we zoom out on mousesports, what do you guys think you could be doing better overall?
It's not that easy of a question. I mean, there's many things you could do better, but it's probably more just work more as a team. Just become really good friends outside the game, inside the game, and just I think we're lacking that kind of team atmosphere. I think,
like a synergy, if you will.
Yeah, I mean we have like the basics, like we know each other for so long now, but I think it can be improved a lot.
Which obviously bringing Stiko back in, it's probably just a roller coaster over there for you guys. Anything you want to say on that note, or you want to get out of here?
I'll get out of here.
I don't blame you. Anyway, let's see what unfolds here as we go into what could be the last map of this best of three. It's going to be Inferno. Kicking it back over the desk first, though.
Yeah, he's getting out of here and getting straight into Inferno. That's where we're going to take this one, albeit briefly, with our analysts. You already kind of prefaced your opinion, Chad, so I'm going to be poking you, Jacob. It's Inferno up next. It's Liquid's playground. They picked it. Who's taking it?
I think Liquid is going to take this one. I think, Chad, you're spot on with your double AVP, analysis on Mirage, and I think Inferno is one of those maps where you're not really allowed to be as effective with the AVPs. When you look at the 5 players' rifle strength, going up against each other, I would argue that Liquid are a little bit better, against mousesports in that area of the game. And also, I want to see Liquid set the tone for the rest of the tournament. If they cannot win a map against mousesports in this best of 3 series, I am afraid that Liquid is not on the same level that I want them to be at this tournament. So this is sort of like a map that's going to set the tone for what to expect for Liquid for the rest of this tournament.
Okay, fantastic. And I mean, just the final thoughts and words with you then, Chad. You suggested that Mouse were going to finish it in 2. You still want to back that up?
Yeah, I think that they're looking pretty sharp today. I know it was a slow taper to the end of that second half there, but I think they've got what it takes because they have been practicing it a lot more over these last few weeks.
Yeah, and we're going to be jumping straight into the action then. It is our second map of our last series of our second day here at IEM Chicago. The map is Inferno, and it's the delightful, the voluptuous, the intoxicating Sadakist and Henry G.
I think you just mean intoxicated Sadakist and Henry G. Hello, welcome back. We'll get another game on the road for you. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be Liquid's map choice. It's Inferno. They looked alive late, so we'll see if they can carry that momentum against mousesports.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing about Mirage is they weren't completely done. Even after the 12-3 half, they kept fighting back. They got mousesports sweating, but this one's up in the air. mousesports certainly well-versed in the map. You look out for the CT aggression of Sunny. Loves to push down to those T steps, and it's difficult to handle, but a lot of teams know he does that. We're going to have a quiet approach here. Is this all 5-4 players towards the apartments here? Nitro holds strong towards the banana position. Oscar was in the apartments, but decides to fall back, get a more defensive spot here as he'll sit up and actually be baiting in Robs. This is actually the perfect setup right now as Oscar's making some noise. I'm not going to check Robs' position for that little sound cue that was given away. Like that, but still not quite enough. Oscar battling as he gets 2, but that's an open A side now. They'll try and get out and plant that bomb. You see Sunny has been called out. Nitro's going to get a guaranteed frag here, and that's going to be round. Another pistol goes in favor of Liquid by the looks of things. Sticko with no... Oh, he has got the kits. Take that back. So a slight chance to win it, but it's very slight considering the setup right now. A difficult site to retake. Doesn't have much to work with at all. Stuck in the library hoping the frags come in his direction.
Well, let's see if they will as the bomb continues to tick for mousesports. Sticko not really too concerned with that, it appears. Just wanting to hold on to the diffuser and the flash. So 1-0 for Liquid. They did not get that start last time. We'll see if they can build upon it. Good way to go in on the T side as well. Round from Twist. Didn't see a lot of influence from Twist last game, to be fair. Wasn't like he dominated or was a foot above the rest. 2-2-2. They got 2 Brazilians if you include Zeus as the coach, 2 Americans and 2 Canadians.
Indeed.
It's not a bad mix.
Well, round 2, we do see some teams force by in the second round on the CT side, but Doesn't look like mousesports has subscribed to that mentality just yet. We are going to have just an HE for Sunny, a flashbang for Sticker. He's got the defuse kit as well, just in case, you know. See if this works out for them at all. Sticker did survive that previous round, so didn't have to invest in the defuse kit. But the flash could be useful. They're going to hold up towards mid here. Rob Selsko, Chris J waiting for the flash to be delivered. Here it comes any second. Flash will go now, surely. Oh, they've got to pounce off this. This could actually be quite deadly, but Taco somehow finds all the kills. Elise will back him up at the Mac 10, 2-0. This is when the half really begins here. The rifles will come out. But the thing is, you don't want to have 5 M4s here. You want to have a mixture, maybe get some SMGs. You just don't have enough utility right now. Maybe a couple of M4s is an Oscar Orb, which is great. But we do need some SMGs there, absolutely so. Who's going to bite the bullets and pick one of those up? Chris J likes an MP7. Maybe he'll do it. Org, in fact. So they are really hamstrung in terms of the grenades. Would have thought on a map like this, they would sacrifice some of the firepower, but this is the adjustment.
Let's go, Sticko. He's already down mid. They've got around the corner, but he knows they're going to be there. Finds one, looks for the spray transfer. Actually took a little damage into his teammate, but his teammate gets the kill. Sunny the Taco, and things looking lovely already. Liquid getting pinched. Good start to the gun round for mousesports.
The bombs are T-steps, though, so this is actually quite problematic. CTs could actually give this one up. It looks like they will, as they give 2 kills away. There's no response as well. Sticker does a little bit of damage towards Twist. Quite considerable, actually, in the end. And Oscar ready and waiting at the top of B. Yeah, they've got them locked in now towards that banana position. That's quite problematic for Liquid. You can see Twist so low. Enough investigating those T-steps. They are running out of time slowly but surely. Oscar ready and waiting in spawn. They can smoke him out. So this is actually the best possible move they could do. Smoke him out of position. They'll have to fall back, and now they know they've got an open site. They get the plan down. They're still in the fight here.
Chris with the boost on the on, can't find Nav. You're right, they can still pull this back. This is impressive considering they had bomb at the bottom of the steps. They had the early kill on the push, and now they find themselves trying to make amends with the fact that Liquid won the battle at the bottom of Banana. 2 very clean and concise kills, you have to say. The one on the left side bottom was brilliant with the SMG. But now they get the bomb plant down. They're going to stack up Emo. They've got to work this together. AWP is going to be hard, and only one found. This is Oscar backing out. That's Liquid stealing around back.
Yeah, that's a 5-on-3. mousesports really shouldn't have given that one up. It was looking so good for them. Oscar without the armor can't really challenge that for too long. They're going to push out a banana, knowing that he will be falling back himself, and that's pretty wonderful from Liquid. The fact that round goes in their favor, it will be 3-0, no problem at all. And mousesports will be kicking themselves such a massive lead as well, and just got nothing out of it. Holding on too long, perhaps, towards the end of Banana. Could have just fallen back and taken their advantage. Wanted to keep fighting. Comes back to haunt them. They do save the AWP, though, and they are a team that can operate very well with one sniper and eco players around Oscar. So this round isn't completely over. We'll see what can be done. So PT-50s, they have got smokes and some upgraded pistols, some armor as well, so it's not a complete eco here, but most of them lightly investing. Let's see if Oscar can open things up here. Doesn't commit to the T-steps, so good players jumping in towards that underpass. Should be pretty decent grenades towards B. Actually, yes, significant, taking Liege down to 31.
Liege just still hold, though, with that Krieg in hand. They'll be content with that. In fact, they're going to put a little bit more pressure on it. They're going to add a second player in the form of Naf to Banana. I say that. Then they add Nitro. It's like a game of little alchemy. Just keep mixing things together and see what they get. Well, they get a banana when they mix all of those because there's no one contesting. They're back in the site. Bomb down toward T-steps. They'll go back to grab that. They're still not fully committed onto this plan because they have 2 over toward the apartments as well. Nitro's going to lead the charge. So A is where it looks to be. 44 seconds to go. Nitro on the op. T-side op for in-game leader Nitro. What year is this? It's 2018 because that's something I never would have expected any of the other years, Henry.
Well, they'll have to challenge Oscar here, and it's actually Naf that'll beat into the punch. That's the AWP removed, and presumably the round over because there's no way they can hold on with just P250s here. Rob's the last line of defense in the A side. He'll have the Deagle. Maybe gets one kill out of this, but does damage to Taco, but can't find a second shot, and that will be it. 4 kills for Liquid. They dropped Mirage, but this is looking much more promising for them. It's them running away the T side of a CT favored map, as Sunny can't hold on to the AWP. Would have been better off just getting out of there, to be honest, but challenge goes down. Another buy here for mousesports, but this one getting a little bit out of hand, but still very early on. Double AWP setup. Oscar and Chris J, we saw how destructive that was on the CT side of Mirage. As soon as they got that established, they were fine in the end. Still could be fine here. We'll see if they can pull it back. Round number 5 now. No kits available for mousesports, no helmets. Luckily, there's no SMGs to deal with, so that won't be a huge talking point. Banana control looking relatively easy for Liquid here. CT's not challenging whatsoever. As Chris J does bounce back, though. Goes for the pick, takes down Nafly. Tagged up in the process, but does lift the telltale and fall back.
Twist will take the AK, try and get up toward mid. Taco's there already. Smoke in position. Chris is certainly feeling it, but has the pick against Naf. 4-0 for Liquid on the T side. 1-0 for mousesports after a 16-11 victory in the series. That was on Mirage. Molotov, ooh, okay, it won't. Make a liar of me, Taco. Thought they would try and clear out Cubby. I think he's going to do that. They're just waiting for the right time, Henry.
Well, they've got mid-control here. 5 players there. 3 CTs waiting.
Where did Nitro just burn so badly? Interesting. He just, like, stood on a Molotov for...
Just went down, that was it.
That was, like, a good 3 seconds of flame damage. I don't think he wanted to run. That would have hurt it. Like, I'm confused. I need to see that. But anyway, Nitro around with Twist. Twist with both. He's going to open up the site. Rob still has the pit to control, but Taco's got the shot onto him. Forget the fact that Nitro took the damage. They've got the site bomb to go deep inside by the box. I was going to say default. They elected not to do that because they didn't have a lot of information as to top side of middle. They didn't want to leave themselves susceptible to quad. But this is going to be a save again for mousesports.
Has to be. Liquid, especially Twist, way too sharp in their approach towards A. You can see they were gifted Banana at the start, then got back towards that mid-control. Basic execution, focusing on the boosted positions on the site. Twist comes in with the pre-fire, swings around, gets the second kill as well. There's nothing that can be done. mousesports just really rolling over at this point. Twist will pick up the AWP. Just to deny the fact that mousesports could get it, I guess, by the looks of things. Doesn't know they want it at all. Just wants to make sure it doesn't blow up and go in their favor. He does pick it up at the end, so they are going to use it. So go in the hands of Nitro, no doubt. 3 kills to his name. Tactical timeout for mousesports. And at this point, it's the AWP, the M4. Maximum loss bonus just found, but this is getting rough for them. Nothing really working at all on the CT side of Inferno. We've got Nuke to decide if a third is required, which at this point is looking more likely than not.
What's the response? Things looking much more jubilant on Liquid. That's quite the keyboard from Elige.
Yes, indeed.
That's got me thinking. I need one of those, but I need it to be red on the sides and have a maple leaf in the middle.
Yeah, that would be good.
James Bardoff, hook me up. He's the keyboard master.
Ooh, 4 players towards B. Just Oscar in middle. He doesn't have the sniper. That's down to Chris. Nitro taking more flame damage there, but overall, he's absolutely fine. So they go for the initial grenades, but decide to fall back in the end. So looking to be competitive in this round still. mousesports fall back towards A. Chris J will try and position himself towards the barrels, perhaps, as the Liege continues to apply pressure. Sunny has to fall back. He's got the M4, the AWP there as well. So they're putting all their firepower in the B-bomb site here, just hoping they either save the weapons or maybe can find some frags. Chris J keeps getting pushed back here. Looks like he might be caught out of position, but does fall back towards the corner. And at this point, Team Liquid, once again, happy the fact they've got Banana. They'll leave one player there and maybe just focus back towards that mid position.
Naf with dualies. We talked about this yesterday, right? Viability of all guns in the game. Well, there's another one using the dualies, Henry. It's viable.
It was bought once yesterday in all the games. I guess this is maybe the second time in the tournament, not sure. It's a weapon that comes into fashion every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. Swedish dualies used to be the thing, right? That was the big one.
Get Right would use them the most.
Yep. Sticko is going to use the... Oh, Deagle, I thought he would get that. I thought they would just walk straight into it, and it would be easy for him to hit mouse 1, but Nitro finds the headshot on the AK instead. That's more like it from the Deagle. Oscar toward the library, but he'll get taken down as they walk over top of the site. Twist gets the second, and Twist gets the bomb plant. Chris and Sonny are holding on to the money. That rhyme wasn't funny. You're not punny.
Well, that's going to be the AWP and the M4 saved in the other side.
That too.
Sorry?
I said I'd ignore that too. It was not that good.
It's going to be the M4, the AWP saved, and they'll position those towards B at the very start. Like we said, the objective purely to hold on to the weapons, and they could fire, they go towards B, but Liquid are calling a perfect game so far. The AWP in the hands of Chris. Sonny, well, at the M4, he's actually in the apartment right now. He always is a bit more active than his teammates when it comes to saving the weapons, but it cost him his life once again. Could have just saved the M4. Better buy next round, no problem, but still, this is not that exciting so far. mousesports getting run over almost every single round. The closest we had, I think, is a 2-on-1 in favor of Liquid that they could have picked up. So, like we said, money's still fine. That was the eco before. Another double AWP setup here. Liquid with 6 on the board. His Nitro clinical shots towards the pit. Twist confirms the second kill there. You can see 5 seconds on the clock pretty much when the plant came in. So if maybe one more kill came from that pit position with the bait, could have been something to write home about, but overall, very efficient stuff there from Liquid. And Oscar, once more, waiting for the all battle. We're going to face towards second mid. They cannot post a single round so far. Oscar gets nothing for that probe towards the aggressive position. But Chris J, finally an advantage for mousesports.
Chris has got a chance to find Nitro, but he doesn't do it. In fact, Nitro doubles up and finds Sonny immediately after, who wanted the trade. They have a leash, so it's only a 1-man advantage, but that said, it's the B site lost, and Stick goes on rotation. Nate goes through, Molotov as well. He's got to fight with Flash. That's about the best you can do in that situation. But Twist shuts it down even while being blinded, or at least partially blinded. That should be the round. 7-0. You're right, this is looking excellent from Liquid. Should we look at what map 3 is, Hank?
It's Nuke.
Okay. It was more that I was trying to create a talking point.
Well, we can talk about Nuke if you like.
That's, yeah, let's do it. Are we going to need it?
We're definitely going to see Nuke at this point, I think. It looks like Team Liquid are going to be way too comfortable on the T side. They're just running over every single round. The fact they've got 7-0 already sets them up for a pretty good half. Anything at this point is a bonus, and it doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon. They've got almost everyone in 5 digits. There's another $3.5 grand coming into their bank accounts. Snaf with almost the max cash. Twist has actually got it, $16,000. So they're pretty much set for the rest of the half in that respect. Nitro just decimates 2 of them here. Holds up strong. They try to peek him, and they got punished for it. Twist recovers the AWP and just throws it out of the map. There you go. Making sure they get absolutely nothing to save.
7-zip. mousesports, man, oh man, this is CT side of Inferno. They've gone yet again to the double op FAMAS UMP to go along with Rops' M4. Oscar, flash, shoots. They now know where the op was. We'll see if they know where it is. Oscar's certainly someone who can be dynamic. He seems to want to actually hold the top of middle at this point. And they're going to go. They're going to rush this. Oscar gets 1. Taco at least gets Sonny, but they've lost the apartments. Now Liquid are in a bit of trouble because the timing is that Stick goes behind, and Oscar still on the op is ready. He got away. They couldn't trade the AWP, and that's going to really make things awkward for them in the round.
Well, finally, this could be something here for mousesports, but still the 4-on-2. Nafly and Nitro working together. They go towards B. that's where they'll find their greatest chance of success, because Chris, if he misses one of these shots and they trade him out, this could be a problem. They still have Molotovs to CD spawn. Looks like he's going to straight up go for the kills. Nitro, knife out, crosses over, but there it is. The first round finally arrives for mousesports here, and it will be 4 players to survive. So there is reset potential due to the lack of utility, but still, they should be fine for another buy here. Krieg comes out for Liquids, and they will not pick up the AWP once again. It's going to be AKs and that scoped rifle available. Chris J hits the shot that really counts. If he misses that, there might have been a chance of a comeback, but still, Oscar rotates in time, stops across, and they didn't have a smoke to get towards the site. Well, at this stage, we don't see much in terms of the pace changings. Lots of defaults here from Liquid. Get that banana control, mid control, then go together. It's working very effectively. It's the exact same scenario here again. You see mousesports not even really challenging. As I said, Sunny, he's known for his tendencies to push aggressive down middle. The fact they're not getting any success here, you can see they're almost caged on the CD side, not their usual selves.
Chris has got a leash. Nitro. Is out. Taco gets wrecked by Sticko. Twist can't do anything else with it. Nitro's going to head back over. Or rather, I should say Naf's going to head back over toward Nitro and get ready to take the B-bomb site because A has gone south quickly. Smoke in the hands for Nitro. Imagine he bounces that towards CT from his position. Or could get the coffins throw, I suppose, if Twist wants to do it for him instead. They'll go straight up. They had the same plan, so only one of them throws it. Instead, Nitro can't find the shot to Chris J. Chris J, ooh, with the op. Couldn't find Naf. Bit of a whiff. Still, though, it's a 5-on-2. Do they know that Twist has gotten this far? They don't.
This could be the difference maker.
This could be 2 kills immediately, because Chris is going to have to come out of hiding. They know he's in the back of the site. Twist. Oh, Twist. Could have made that easier. Does find one. Oscar holds the line, though. And Chris keeps his nerve in the back of the site as well.
Oh, my goodness. The double AWP starting to work out for them now. That's 2 rounds in a row. They could still win the half. All of a sudden, it's looking more promising for mousesports, but still so much work to do. Liquid will take a tactical timeout. AKs. And no AWP just yet, but that 16K is a distant memory for Alish. He'll be down to $1,000. But still, like we said, such a great half already. They'll be happy with 7 rounds, but they'll be, at this point, hunting for double digits, considering the success they've had so early on. Great shot from Chris. Take down Lali, starting to look much better now. Hitting all the shots required. Looks so cool in slow motion. Great positioning, nice footwork. And this shot as well, just to close out the round. Nice and comfortable. Didn't cost him too much money at all. Sunny's 1-8, so I did notice his play style, his aggression is missing right now. He's not feeling it. He's not actually finding the shots he usually would. He feels like if Julie's going into is not working out. So it makes sense why we're seeing a quieter version of him. And that's fine. If the game's not working out for you, you don't have to keep rushing down there. It's only if you get in the zone, you can destroy them. As Sticko gets destroyed by grenades. He actually delivers one back towards Nitro, I believe. That was actually a banana, so his nade was ineffective. It was actually Sunny and Chris J that do the damage at the start.
Well, Taco. Twist will go back. Taco's still just hanging out toward the apartments. He's actually going to fall back down alt middle now. This looks like a B commitment. So 7-0 now, 2 in a row for mousesports. Money getting low on the Liquid side. A bomb plant would put them within range of a buy quite easily, in fact, because this would now be a 3rd round loss bonus. So it's not like mousesports gets the benefit of breaking down the economy. Shot, no dice, and follow up. Nitro finds the kill. Sunny, he steps back out. There's 2 now on the board for him. Massive gap in the smoke, and it's Taco to take him back instead.
It's round already, I think. Oscar's there with the orb, but smoked out. He can't push aggressive with that. And it's Nitro again. Pouncing on mistakes, spots Chris J out of position, fired off a shot, didn't connect, tries to fall back, fumbles the jump. Taken out of the equation, and Sunny continues his struggles here on in the CT side of Inferno. Gets 1 kill, but you can see not looking his usual self. He looks rattled almost. Liquid just punishing that B side over and over again. Just when their money was starting to deplete after losing 2 rounds, they actually confirmed the half victory. At this point goes to 8-2. Sticko to save the Krieg. Oscar saves the AWP, so money's not a problem in that regard, but still giving up the round like that when you're just getting back in the game is always a bitter pill to swallow. But Liquid keep 4 players up. Once again, just a pounce on that B side. Nothing too tactical there, just using the default, being very efficient with it, and capitalizing upon mistakes. That's all you need, really.
It is all you need. All you need is love, according to the Beatles.
It's true, they did say that.
Look where that got them. Legendary status in the music world, Henry.
Indeed.
8-2. So they pull one back, and still money enough for the CTs. I'm enjoying that this week more so than Blast. We're seeing the Krieg and the Og a bit.
Yeah, a few players, Carrigan, Elige, and now Taco apparently. More than happy to use it. Nitro goes down to 4 HP, loses 96 from that incendiary at the start. Very powerful, but so is that headshot. It's going to be back and forth grenades exchange. Sunny once again taking the brunt of the damage, goes down to 38. It can't catch a break here on the CT side. So enough with the first kill. Nitro tagged up though, so still a fighting chance here for mousesports.
Absolutely. That's like the worst place to get stuck with a Molotov, right? You lose the movement speed, you're in the underpass, flames burning at your feet, you can't get out, no smoke down on top of it.
Yeah, that's why the CT's trying to throw that every round is to avoid anyone getting that position early. And Rops does pull one back. There it is, the low HP player goes down, but Rops now, he'll need to step up with multiple kills and run right past him. He'll get both of them, and now it's a 4-on-2, but Naf is on the side. This isn't over. His position is excellent. And there it is, gets the headshot. Taco controls the pit. They need to recover the bomb, but still, Nafly knows he can pull this one right back. Lovely pre-fire towards the library. Oh my goodness, it's all collapsing once again. It looked like Robs had surely done enough there, but Sunny, the player that's been absent in the CT half on 2 kills, 9 deaths, has to bring it all back, and he'll get nothing at all. Nafly gets the ace and runs away with round number 11. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty sick from Naf. Pulled the round back after the early damage, the nade kill onto Nitro, things not going well, and every time, oftentimes we see teams that aren't performing well have an individual hero step up in a few rounds. We're seeing like really good rounds at the start of this, adjustment from mousesports, and now hero rounds from Liquid as well. It's like all the win conditions are going their way.
Well, this is just looking more and more unlikely for mousesports as Oscar, Chris J do have the double orb set up once again, but it is not getting these rounds strung together whatsoever. It's 2 against them now. Sunny, a bit more aggressive from him this time, but still a shadow of his former self of what we're used to seeing on his Inferno performances. Liquid, you can see why they've picked the map so good on the T side. Looking to find double digits now. mousesports, they pretty much need to win out at this point.
So Nitro will sit to wait for the smoke to dissolve. They were already firing through the wooden wall, so that should clear part of the hallway. They actually want to take Boiler instead, so that implies to me, or at least makes it rather clear, they want top middle. The mid wall. Mercedes, as you call it?
Pretty much.
Sunny, this is a weird, it's a tough position. I shouldn't say weird, just precarious position next to that barrel. You get a little bit of coverage, but there's really nowhere to run. It's a transition spot. He thought they were going to come around a little sooner and then realized he had time to get toward the site. So it's back toward Banana. Chris J's here. Keep in mind, although he's not showing it, yes, there it is. He has the WP, and that, oh, that should have been a kill, I would have thought. Clips the edge of the wall, Naf stays alive on 14, and Chris, he's not better off. Well, he is, okay, fair enough. Mathematically, he's 1 better off on 15.
Well, Chris J's painted into a corner now. I'm not really sure he'll be able to recover
that
this one.
Molotov didn't hit, though.
Yeah, so at least to get a chance to get a kill, but they should be trading him out. It's a very common position. There's no trade. Did they assume he'd gone back towards the Ruins position? All of a sudden, Chris J is still alive and kicking, but that's very well done. Pre-fire, he had no chance of defending himself there. And once again, Liquid have the advantage. It's a 4-on-3. No kits available, no utility to speak of. They might just have to give this round up again. This is so frustrating for mousesports here. What are they up to? What is this? They're going to hold in the Ruins? They're looking for exits. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. You've got 10K on Naf, Twists, and Leeds. You're going to have tons of cash after this one as well. They can't defuse it. So we're seeing if anyone did probe towards CT spawn, but it is fine. They didn't get taken down. They'll keep their weapons. Double digits though. It's going to be Team Liquid. Finding 10 rounds. Another timeout for mousesports. This really is getting out of control for them. Not really sure what the solution is. They're having the full buys. They've got the utility. It just seems like they've lost their mojo somewhat. Nafly certainly hasn't 10 kills to his name after a rough start as well. So he has like questionable stats, but he actually had a slow start into this game, but really getting right into it now. Very happy the 5 rifles here. Ali still with Krieg. Sounds like the other games are kicking off.
Yeah, what is that? Kick those guys out. That is a noise complaint by me. Who is playing right now? I'm joking, by the way. It's North and LDLC. And LDLC is the loudest team here by a mile.
Yeah, the most hungry as well, probably. Want to prove themselves, and they're actually up 14-8.
Get some Uber Eats.
Oh, no, that's North.
That's North up 14-8, yeah.
Damn.
That's map 1, by the way, for them, and it is Dust 2. That's LDLZ's map choice, so not ideal that they're down so desperately on it. So Lige goes back toward Banana. He's got the FAMAS. Why is that? That's not a FAMAS, Hank.
It's not a FAMAS.
It's an SSG 503. The Krieg.
The Krieg's easier to remember.
It's true.
I wouldn't be able to.
Maybe wait. What's the 553 is the Scout, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we just call it Scout and Krieg.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm wrong. That's DJ trolling me.
Well,
DJ, how do I say your last name again? Sonny with the smokes down, can't do anything, tried to get flashed in. Nitro will take him out. He wants to swing as well. Chris at Orange's 1 is going to get absolutely removed by him. Pistol can't do anything to hold him off of that range. So this looks like an 11-2 scoreline for Liquid.
I think we're going to the 3rd map now. This is just, it feels like it's over. mousesports got nothing. They look so flat here. I've never seen them look this weak. Sticko's got 2 kills. Sunny's got 2 kills. The 2 players can't really do anything at all. Their aggression's not working. Their double orbs are finding little to no success. This B bomb site seems to collapse as soon as they could go near it. They just trade out every single time. Even though they don't have a landslide victory, they're getting the 2 for 2, plant down, difficult to retake. That is save. And mousesports is running out of time. They can't just keep saving weapons and hoping for the best. Could have 4 state loss bonus after this. Is enough for a buy next round, considering Chris J was full eco going into this one. They need to make sure everyone survives there. Rops will go down. Really getting out of control here, and everyone will be dropped. Lovely shot from Twists. That will be his 12th kill. He is top fragging right now. Round 14 coming through, and it's just everything that could go wrong is actually happening right now. Sunny can't get anything put together. Chris J with his silenced USP there was never going to find multiple kills. And they'll buy, but still, they don't have any utility on Chris. They've got 1 diffuse kit, no incendiaries. Robs are just the 1 smoke, and they've only got 2 rounds left, and the 3rd map might be locked in. Nafly might confirm it as well, my God.
Yeah, absolutely. Oscar down already, opt out of it. Chris with the AUG this time. Rops is still holding toward the stairwell, and they certainly want to take that stairwell, so it could... Ooh, they've got Sticko debated as well. First shot. Is Taco ready for this? Is he actually ready for this? Crosshair placement, that's so sick. Taco takes down Sticko with a fantastic response. That opened the site. Chris is suddenly left alone and removed by Taco Bell, who rings Chris's bell.
Wow. Okay, another fast-paced round. Liquid find that 12th. Remember, it was 12-3 in the first half of Mirage.
That's true.
Similar sort of instance because they were actually on the T side. mousesports getting that 12. So it's interesting the way this has transpired, but these are the map picks they chose. So Liquid chose Inferno. mousesports chose Mirage. So technically that does make sense. Nuke will be the great decider of these 2 maps. I'm maybe getting a bit ahead of myself with that call, but to me, I would say this is almost certainly going to go to Nuke. It's all down to this round, though. If they can get 12-3, there is a chance it goes 13-2. I'm pretty sure that's going to be all we'll see of this one. UMPs for masses, now officially out, and the bullpup of Chris J.
Elish. Just hanging out down toward the bottom side of Banana. He'll work slowly but surely in that direction over time. Depending first and foremost on how Twist makes fare toward the boiler room. He'll actually set it ablaze. It's boiling hot. Steam plus metal. Sunny. Sunny!
That's more like it.
Yeah, much better. Takes 2. You said his confidence looked low. That's only 2 of his 4 kills, but he finally steps up and takes the fight for once, and that's going to open up an invitation for Chris, who, ooh, he was spotted. Awkward. Oh, thank goodness. That says to me he didn't spray immediately. He's not 100% confident on that weapon yet because he tried to line that up.
I was thinking the same thing. M4, that would be so comfortable. He'd have that no problem. But you can see, do I scope? Do I not? Oh, the spray's awkward. Like, it's definitely not as comfortable to use as the M4. Definitely not. But definitely has potential. We need to see more from it. 30 seconds to have a twist. If the bomb was on his back right now, I'd say he has a chance. But all he can really do is run through this smoke towards B and hope for the best. And he's not bad. That will actually hit Oscar, but that's going to be the cue for Sticko to make himself known. There's just nothing he can do there. What a half, though, from Team Liquid after picking up the pistol. They run away with it, get the 7-0, and mousesports only posts 3 rounds. Will they be able to bounce back? You have to find out. After this break, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you there.
Beautiful city sky scenes. What am I trying to say? Cityscapes. That's the word, Henry.
Nice.
Chicago. I was gonna say. Okay, look, even Roman's making fun of me now. I was gonna say we could sit and look at those all day, Hank. But we've got other things to do. So does Liquid. 12-3. They've done a lot to start off this game.
They are looking loud and proud.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Large and in charge.
Nice. Yeah. Anything else?
That's pretty much it. That will summarize everything they've presented so far.
Henry and G.
Henry and G, yeah. Sato
Alpha. Yeah. In Brazil.
It will be a huge, huge advantage for Liquid here. I don't think that even the pistol matters too much. If mousesports pick that up, it's still got a mammoth task ahead of them. T side of Inferno, but it does start here. 4 sets of armor. They've got 1 smoke. Sticker with a P250 smoke combo. Means he can have a bit more one-tap potential. And the Glocks. But he does sacrifice his beautiful body. It will be a lot more squishy at this point, but they're going in towards B. There's a single smoke. Nitro alone. That could be it. He can't really challenge that. He has to wait for his teammates now. He can't really go for that first kill.
He got a little lucky. No one actually wrapped around Ruins. they'd known that there was not a second player there, they could have pinched him, and then he wouldn't have had the option to wait. But you're right, Bomb has to go down. He has to concede. Sonny, I almost said Swede. The Finn. I even was about trying to say Finnish. The main Finnish on the international scene, not Alu anymore. It's all him. Taku, wow. Through the wooden wall. He and Twist will take down Rops. Twist takes out Sticko as well, so 1 plus the assist. Now Elige to take Sonny. This is a brilliant retake. Nitro, he's been there the whole time, and he hasn't done anything because he can't. He's just waiting to see what his teammates are going to do, and they're going to do everything. That is absolutely unreal.
That's insane. They don't lose a single frag there, and it was a full B retake. There's a close defuse, but no doubt in my mind when they got on it, that was absolutely fine. That was actually beautiful from Team Liquid, hitting absolutely every shot. mousesports might have to buy up in the second round here. They let this one go by on a full eco. They'll be 14-3 down on the T side of Inferno. And yes, they will buy it. Looks as an AK, like I said, they can't really afford to let this one go. They'll have to buy. So Oscar, Sticker all in, so Sonny. Chris J doesn't buy. What is the mentality behind that? There we go, he does at the end. I was going to say, there's no point in having one player on eco, or on eco, I should say. So 1 rifle, 4 deagles, and the fact that they fired a deagle off already, that would be in the CT's call to fall right back. If they're not using Glocks, you can assume they force ball here, because you buy 1 deagle, no armor, you won't have enough of the AK armor in the next round. So now you just turtle up if you're Liquid, use the range advantage, get those crossfires. You know, hunting for frags right now, you're treating this like a gun round.
So Nath inside of the site. Chris just hanging out with the deagle, trying to see exactly what is going on. Chris will get a little closer, but they are turtling. You're right, very passive positions. 1 toward Arch, that's a solo hold because there's no one to support off that in front of Library. But it's a position in which Nitro can rotate off of it by going back towards Spawn and then potentially toward Library, or if they wanted to rotate that direction, you bring Twist over. He covers off that push toward the Library position, and Naf just holds Spawn to make sure they can't push through to B, because there's a chance they could with the solo deagle of Chris still probing the top of Banana. AK has not yet fired a shot. So back to B instead. Nitro with the single smoke actually elected to rotate early. Smokes went down on the A site. That means no one's going to rotate. They're convinced there might be further action on that side of the map, and with 20 seconds left, they've got to commit to B. Smokes and Flash go in. Nitro's on the horse. Good shot from Elige. Just started off. No smoke deployed in his position. It was a nade above instead. They had smokes, but they've got kills. It's Deagles instead. Rops and Oscar. Bomb to be planted for Sticko as Nitro has to rotate around. It's a 3-on-3.
They haven't recovered the rifles just yet, but I'm sure they will. The cavalry arrive. And it's up to the rifles now to dissect the site. They don't actually have a kit right now. That's maybe a bit of an issue as the bomb comes up to the halfway point. And here they come. Liquid looking to close this one out in style. 2 players towards the back right, and there's Deagle headshots all over the place. It looks like mousesports have done enough here. Twist trying to make it expensive at this stage. He can't win the round, as it looks like this one is just going to fall apart. I say that. Remember, he's got no kit, so can't actually win it, but Rops, here's the footsteps, will hold strong. Twist is trying to make sure he takes everyone down with him, but mousesports at least keep their head above water. Quite fitting against Team Liquid. And we'll see money actually broken now for the North Americans. It was a great start as well. They get the opening kill. You'd think that would be enough, considering they're up against just Deagles and the AKs here. But as soon as the lead challenges again, taken down, and at that point, the Deagles ran away with it. So they are going to force buy, in fact. On the CT side, all in with the CZs and 5.7s. Certainly not required, but they probably wouldn't have had enough for a buy next round either way.
Well, with that, Rops will take over the apartments. mousesports take over the momentum, 13-4. They won the pistol round, Liquid, so they have actually done technically one better than the mousesports team did trying to defend in the second half when they had a massive lead on Mirage at 12-3. Can mousesports now go on a similar run?
Well, these are the questions.
I have not the answers.
Well, this round might have it as Twist almost got to that. If he did with the CZ, it could have been enough, but Nafai's still fighting back here. Certainly not comfortable so far, but now it's a 3 versus 1. Elige coming up towards the top of middle. The round will not be his, but maybe he can steal away a rifle from this. He'll jump up towards the boiler room. Chris J position under the quad. Now, these doesn't really want to go further than this. He wants to hold up and see if they fall back through this position. Spots one, but no chance of getting the kill. Oscar also spotted him. 13-5, eco for Team Liquid. Like we said, they probably would have been eco regardless. They had to about 2K before. They would have had around $4,000 in this round. Still wouldn't have been a compelling purchase. As we get into round number 19 here at mousesports, with a lifeline of sorts. You are just joining us. It's the final best of 3 in the evening. Winner goes through to the playoffs. Mirage was picked up by mousesports in quite a nail-biting affair towards the end. They had a 12-3 start on the T side, but it did come down to a close affair towards the end.
Will await the unfortunate defeatist of this series. That's pretty good to tap away as they all run down. No threat from the aggression, and Sunny removes Taco, minute and 40. We had 15 seconds played in that round.
It's a quick one.
It's the way I like it. Best 15 seconds of my life. So now, with that said, they go to 6 against 13, but the guns come back out once more for Team Liquid. Big taking down Na'Vi, by the way. That's who they wait. Who waits for the team to come out of the bottom side of this one. Yeah, Na'Vi and MIB are both gone.
That's insane, isn't it? And what a difference a tournament makes.
Well, for Na'Vi, that's the case. Yeah. For MIBR, not really.
Sure, okay, sure. That's exactly the same for them. I was more focused on Na'Vi, sure. MIBR certainly dropping out of the conversation for a top 5 team right now. The recent form has been disastrous, but Liquid, good start with the utility. They'll take down Chris J and do significant damage towards Sunny as well. Yeah, MIBR are going to have some stern words, I'm sure. I think they're playing online right now as well.
They are against Complexity.
Yes.
Against, yeah.
the relentless online Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and they're playing at LAN. They'll be sitting in the same room as us right now.
Just imagine now, like, how gutting that is. You just got knocked out of the tournament. Oh, you got to keep playing, boys.
Yeah,
We're off.
You got to play in the same room that you got knocked out of in a different game, and then people are going to be, yeah, that sucks. That's a rough one. Just to note as well, the other side of the stream going on right now, 16-8 North picked up Dust 2. They play Nuke next. That's LDLC in North. For those of you following along at home.
Yeah, so much Counter-Strike going on. We're just making sure you get all the info. You can just stay on this stream. We'll give you all the intel from the other games. Don't worry about it. Save your monitor. The stress. Just stay on here.
The electricity.
Yeah. We're just saving you power here. Saving you money.
So that you can donate to Movember.
Exactly. Get involved. Check our Twitters out. We're not doing very well right now.
Wow, we're doing fine.
Well,
we didn't do a lot last year, or 2 years ago, until we did the big drive on stream.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I have to hope for.
Yeah.
We need the players to get stuck in as well. If you're watching players, get stuck in. We don't ask for much. Once a year. Bit of money.
Just race cars.
Yeah.
Naff. Ooh, he's got, oh no! Had the boost but couldn't get Sticko down. Sticko's gonna love that. He's got armor, aim punched on a factory, still stays in, but Sunny gets denied. Elise finds Rob Sticko. He's the man that should have been dead. He's got the shot on return, but the time's done. Round is over. Oscar will at least keep the op up, but Sticko went down after time.
He gets no money, but he's got plenty in reserve. That's some good news. 14-6, Liquid. Just indomitable at the start of those grenades. Such strong damage and then a lead. He knew what he had to do there. As you can see, on the top of the screen, 6 seconds remaining. If he does deny the plant, it's round over. He confirms that. Really excellent play. Well, still an expensive round for Liquid, so they actually have a disadvantage in firepower. So it's not over just yet. mousesports can win this and force him down to a double eco. AK, though, for Nafly. No AWP available on the CT side, but Oscar's got his. Nuke is our third, and almost certainly coming to the forefront here, unless mousesports can go on some godlike run. It's possible. They're a team that's... sorry. They're really going ham in this room. I love it being so close to them.
I want to go play against them, so I can yell back. I'd be the one to yell back. I know some French. Just enough French to yell back.
Everyone gets upset when you yell back, though. Like
yeah, but why?
I don't know. Everyone's like, oh...
If you can yell and the other team can't yell back, I'm sorry, that's a bit hypocritical.
Everyone's quite precious these days.
Yeah, I know. Little snowflakes wax swing high, erring on the delicate side.
Less than a minute, though. Liquid actually have a firm advantage. Look at the damage done with those grenades again. Oscar taking the brunt of it, down to 44 as the bombs juggled around. They don't have a whole bunch left to actually execute it. One smoke. That'll be used towards library if they go A. It's actually dropped on the B side of the map, so will this fake work out? I say fake, it's barely that. Just a bit of presence. And Nitro taken down. Good start from mousesports here. Can they find the next couple of frags? Stacker's going to try and take the aggro away. Back and forth we go, but too much attention towards that library position. Surely that means the round going in favor of Mouse here, but Flight trying to get a frag in their favor, but not going to happen. Might just have to save at this point because they don't really have a whole lot left. They've got kits. They'll at least look around and see whether there's anything to be done, but no. The save will be called, and mousesports will stay alive for a bit longer.
Yeah, they will. Yes, they certainly will. So bomb planted, Nathalie holding off. I think they'll stay alive for more than just one. This is going to go to 14-7, potentially 8, because there's not a lot of money. Well, with that, we'll see what happens to mousesports if they can build this a little bit further. But the bomb planted second time they've had that attempt, but last round they obviously ran out. It was denied. This time, more success. So the AK carried over. That's for NAF. That's beneficial because the headshot potential that the AK has. And we know how aggressive NAF can be with it, but also the FAMAS.
So then, a very small chance for Liquid to find round number 15 here. We'll still say Nuke is almost certainly on the cards, but mousesports putting on a good show here. They have managed to recover Team Liquid deficits before. Like I said, ESL won New York Grand Final, 4th map. It was Liquid who were 13-4 up, and then it all fell apart. That was on the dust too, but look at the damage done early on. This might not be a gimme, I should say, for mousesports. Chris J and Sunny tagged up heavily. The AK still there for NAF. Sunny with 6 kills after 21 rounds of play. Really looking off the pace in this particular game, but Twist certainly not. 21 for him, 9 deaths. As the mid control looks to be gathered. Well, that's one way to do it. They'll get both the kills. Sticko confirms the round. It's the AK and the FAMAS that might just want to stay alive at this point. But mousesports look almost destined to pick this one up.
Yeah, absolutely. Wasn't a lot to work with. NAF might even consider saving this AK. Because you still want to have, if it was an M4, maybe you could do some damage with it, but it's an AK. You still want to have that on the CT side. Twist will back away with the P250 in hand. Oscar goes hunting. Sunny does as well, but doesn't have a lot of health to do so. So, 14-8. mousesports get yet another. Still just 2 to go, however, for Liquid. This being their map choice.
mousesports getting it done. It's all about Sticko, though. Nice little pre-fire from the boiler room to pick up a great shot on the boosted Taco. Nitro got dropped shortly after as well as he tried his best with the PD-50 in the back of Sticko, but didn't work out. mousesports for clean sheet. Counter-terrorist will take a timeout. That's Team Liquid. Here's the initial shot. Flicks up. Completely destroys Taco. Then the 90 degrees required to get down Nitro as well. Lovely stuff. 14-8.
Liquid back into the contention of weapons this time. Not a whole lot to buy from because of the situation last round. A little bit of invested that they did have. And only being a second round loss bonus. So I thought they might go a little more aggressive with this. Given that they've got such a lead, maybe pull out some SMGs, but they're actually being more disciplined than that. Nice, LDLC, nice! That's for you, Hank.
It was perfectly done. Felt like I was in the room with them.
Wow, funny that. They're up 4-1 in the second map right now.
Another eco for Team Liquid. Just know what's the score, sorry?
4-1, LDLC.
Nice.
Chris J's going to take out Nitro. Yeah, they didn't invest a whole lot here. Like I said, I thought they could have gone toward SMGs, maybe armor up. Certainly with armor and pistols. They've got a 14-8 lead, but they're being disciplined. They don't want to actually lose again, then have to sit for another full eco and potentially find themselves at 14-10, only really have 2 more gun rounds to work with. So this is the smarter approach. This is the more tactical approach. Nitro, the one that would have called this, the timeout to discuss that it was the right decision, and we'll see if it pays off for them.
Actually, still slight chance here for Liquid, considering they have the AK in from us. But the opening kill suggests it won't be going down in that manner. That certainly confirms it. Chris J blasts NAF through the smoke. They're going to find their 9th round here. Liquid are a team that do struggle to close games out. That's known. Something changes their mentality. Right now, the main issue is the money, so I'm not really going to speculate too much as to the problem so far. But still yet to find map point. mousesports still could do this one. He's got to take it round by round and certainly doing a good job of that so far. It will be now 6-2 in their favor in the second half after this one. And it's up to Twist to save the FAMAS. At least still has the AK. And it's Taco, the P250, just looking for an exit frag. Potentially, I assume he's the one that's by T steps. Indeed he is. But the smoke down really doesn't yield him anything at all. At this point, he's trying to stay alive. So finally, there is a buy. Liquid looking to close this one out. But mousesports be happy with the job they've done so far. Want to continue this momentum. This is Chris J. Getting it done through the smoke. Goodbye, Naf. He was the only player with a rifle.
Yeah, well, now that rifle gone means he's translated it back to an M4. He won't have the AK in this round, at least will. Oscar, he's looking to try and make his op do some magic. Work like a wand. Rob's already inside of the apartments. We'll flash off the hallway. Not the most swift of flashes, but whatever. It would force them to turn away, and he just wants to get out. Nitro could find out Chris. Sonny's going to chase that. Knows that he's retreated and is likely going on to Library. He could actually push through the arch in that timing in the rotation, but he's not 100% convinced as to where Nitro's gone. Okay, he's going to try it. Problem is, they've already got the rotation over from Naf. So as he walks through, Naf's got a rifle in that position that could cut him off.
Opening pick. mousesports in a bit of a stalemate now.
That position from Naf's pretty sweet, too.
Yeah, really awkward to deal with.
Molotov in. Oh, one tag. They heard it. Oscar was ready for it. So he tried to walk out and find better position. Taco still inside of the site. M4 in hand. Twist has the shot to Rops instead. Taco's looking for more as he tries to fire from the box down at quad. They're wrapping around. Bomb's not yet planted. Man advantage for Liquid, so guns being out might be the answer because Twist has picked. Sonny's shut down on the wrap and bomb is dropped. Surely the round gone as Oscar only has an op to deal with.
Yep, you are absolutely right. It will be map points, and that should confirm the victory of Inferno. There's not really much chance mousesports fighting 6 rounds in a row, and that's just to overtime, and then winning out from there. There should be a nuke finish, but we've got to get there first. mousesports will have more than enough cash to buy at this point, but they can't lose another round, so money doesn't really become a factor at this stage. Naf with the AWP, and actually Nitro with a secondary AWP as well. BT, the coach of mousesports, probably thinking about nuke himself. Final map of the day coming up next. Let's see if it's required. We'll see. Sonny pushes through the flames. Look at the damage done again. Chris J burns to a crisp at the bottom of B. He's got the Krieg again, but might not have a chance to use it. They've got the banana control, but it cost him a lot of health.
One to go for Liquid. Certainly did cost Chris a lot of health. He's down to 47.
Go for the B execution here. Last-ditched attempt.
This could work. Rotation's only now on the way. Speedway now for Taco. Bounce Molotov will cover off the backside of the site. Flashes out. Great shot from Elige. Sonny down already. Naf.
It's done.
Yeah, has Chris. That's going to pretty much
Taco,
pull the whole bomb plant apart. Taco does get him. You're right. He was standing there looking, but Rops gets to ruins, and the game itself is ruined for mousesports because it's 16-9. We've got map 3 on the way, that being Nuke.
Well, there it is. Mirage, mousesports look like the best team on the server, but Liquid still seem like they had some fire of them going into the second. They run away with a pistol on Inferno and then carried that to a 12-3 scoreline. Sure, mousesports got a few rounds on the board, but Liquid, there was no doubt in our minds they're going to pick that map up. Great showing from them, and it will be 16-9 overall. Nuke coming up next, but before that, we'll have to go to our lovely analysts after this pretty short break. We'll see you there.